Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. I'm your host, HotelCharliHill, and this is episode 40. Now, if you guys were with me last night, you saw that Metal Gear Solid 5 was not going so well. That was a gong show mission. And also, I saw someone put in the chat, hey, you're skipping and your mic's breaking up and everything. And I was like, well, that's weird. I don't usually get told that very often. And I realized the whole time, had Handbrake running in the background trying to compress my video captures from full quality down to 1/10 or whatever, so that they're still good, but small enough that I can upload to YouTube within a reasonable amount of time. And so I don't know what that stream was like for anybody, but it didn't go well for me, and I imagine it probably wasn't very enjoyable to watch for a multitude of reasons. So at the end of the mission, I checked and I was like, hey, I think I'm going to try and see if I can just reset the mission. And sure enough, I could. And sure enough, once I reset the mission, oh, that's it for tonight. And logged off. And we're going to just do it again tonight. Never happened. So yeah, here we go. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Come on, load game. Here we go. All right. How's everybody doing today, man? I'm feeling well and blessed. Thankfully, it was a good day at work. Part of what made it a good day was, I hate to say it, it just sounds so awful, but I just tried not to care too much about whether the things around me were being done properly. And I say that because I'm kind of in a place of authority, managerial position, co-managerial, even though I'm not really anymore. I mean, I'm supposed to be, but there's transition going on at the workplace in terms of change of ownership, which is pretty cool. And also what else is going on is just the reality that now that my father's back, people don't understand that I'm still supposed to be in charge, because he doesn't want to be in charge anymore, and he wants me and another pharmacist to be in charge. And so yeah, people don't really take me seriously. They don't take seriously the stuff that I laid out as, common dog, everyday kind of stuff to get done, like, I don't know, not leaving dirty rags on the counter after you've cleaned up stuff, like especially where customers can see.
Combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry, missiles, grenades, placed explosives. If you haven't developed these yet, use your iDroid to give the order. Choose your weapon according to the situation.
Especially in like places where not only can the customer see, but the customer can see the dirty rag on a counter beside like ice cream machines, coffee machines. And so if they see that dirty rag sitting there by a sink right beside coffee machines and stuff, what conclusion do you think they're going to arrive at? Me personally, I would look at that and say, wow, I really hope that's not the rag they clean everything with. And if it is, that's disgusting. And I don't think I'm ever going to eat anything from this place or drink anything from this place, because that's the dirty rag laying out on a counter going all mildewy. That's so gross. And yeah, I mean, that's the kind of stuff I deal with. So today I was just like, I'm too busy to give a rip about any of that. And I focused on the stuff that I had to get done. Praise God, what I had to get done it took a long time because I'd never done it before. I was rearranging stock on a shelf, rearranging the hangers and stuff for individual items so that it would look really pretty and everything. And man, it was actually like baby
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Oh, that guy's pretty good. It was Dr. Brown's baby products, like bottles, soothers, pacifiers, and everything, and they're like top of the line, pretty much, like the best kind of stuff you can get for all that. And yeah, I mean, it turned out really well. I'm really thankful, and I don't take much credit for it because
that's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
After that, I can't take much credit for it because I mean, like I said, I've really never done a whole rearrangement of a shelf before, and just for it to come together so good, it's just by the grace and mercy of God.
Complete.
And I'm super thankful. And yeah, and so it was a good day. You know, I had a job to do. I did it, got it done. And sadly, you know, what felt so good was not worrying about whether or not people under me were doing their jobs properly. And that's not a good thing, a good way to get through your day without free of stress as a manager. You know, you're responsible for things being done well. You're responsible for people doing their best. And
analysis complete.
Yeah.
Analysis complete.
Yeah, so I mean, that's actually not good, although it was just nice not to worry about it. But I mean, I really hope going forward things can change. Either that or I just hope I get out of that job. You know, my dad's not going to own the business anymore. He's going to be, what's up, Tom? Tom, welcome back to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming, man. Just talking about the day. The day was really good.
Analysis complete.
You know, although, yeah, I mean, whatever. I'm sure, I mean, if you've been listening along, you know what I'm talking
Analysis complete.
But yeah, what do we got going on here? Oh, for Pete's sake. Oh yeah, I was gonna change that. Still need to. Tom, how was your day, man? Don't be shy. I mean, if you want, you can just lurk and just watch and enjoy. That's fine. But yeah, so for one, that's not a good way to get through the day by just not caring.
Analysis complete.
Nevertheless, I mean, I'm thankful for how it all turned out. Part of me wants to just take these dudes out right now, but I don't know if that's wise. Is that or an eagle or something? But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because being in a position of management and then just kind of having that kind of apathy, well, not going to pay off in the end, of course. But for things to get better, there's certain things that have to come into place. I had written an expectations manual earlier in the summer, and some people thought it was just way too harsh, you know, my tone was too personal in it, whatever. And I wrote it that way because it had to be written that way. Like, people just did not get it, and people had actually asked for the hammer to come down, and I was like, okay, well, here comes the hammer. And so, yeah, brought the hammer down. Clear. Moving to the next location. Miller. Me, Venom Snake. I'm on the objective. Trying to scan possible threats. He's a dud. Look for A+ only. Right. Ocelot, or maybe it was Miller, I don't even know, but whoever gave me that intel snippet last night, they said that generally the biggest, most expensive looking house in the whole place is where the leadership should be. Well, lots of possibilities for that.
The houses in the village are packed together, built wherever the steep incline would support them. Plenty of roofs and eaves for cover. The enemy will never see you coming. But if they do, you could find yourself cornered if you're not careful. Watch your back. The Soviets confiscate homes and occupy them as needed. If you want to find a colonel, I'd check the biggest houses in the village.
Well, I don't know. From here, they all look pretty huge. Hopefully they can't see me just climbing up the bare face of this cliff. I am crawling though. Although my freaking arm is bright yellow. I don't know who decided to do that. I knew maybe they're a double agent trying to sabotage me. After all, I'm like going into a very sensitive hotspot. Okay. That looks like a potential place right there. We'll just have to work our way through. Who sees me? Who sees me? Whoa, what's shooting at me?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
What the heck was that? Seriously, the dudes all the way down there, should that mean they're actually hitting me? I thought this was Metal Gear Solid, not Impossible, whatever. Catch him. Nobody's catching me. Serious? You're shooting mortars at me? You're not gonna like what happens. Crap. Zeroed in my position. Are you serious? There's still someone down here?
Your shot found south, but at least it took that helmet with it.
Oh! Grenade indicator. What's up, LT?
Snake, are you okay?
Welcome back to the stand. Vince Okoa. Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming, guys. Okay, that was pretty dogtastic. I think I could have thrown up a better mission than that. What the heck? Am I really inside the house? Okay. Occupation
Boss,
forces.
to take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry. Missiles, grenades, placed explosives. If you haven't developed these yet, use your iDroid to give the order.
Where the
Choose
heck
your weapon
am I?
according to the situation.
Really? Come on, just stop being fancy and turn around. That's all I want you to do here.
That's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
What was that? A tangos!
The houses in the village are packed together, built wherever the steep incline would support them. Plenty of roofs and eaves for cover. The enemy will never see you coming. But if they do, you could find yourself cornered if you're not careful. Watch your back.
Oops. Kind of didn't want to do that, but... I don't know how that does not get spotted. Massive air balloon.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
What do we got going on here? What's up, 9 Lives? Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Gaming with a higher purpose. That's a big house. That looks like a friggin' mansion, and it's got towels outside of it. That could mean something. You know what? All these houses look big enough to be where I'm trying to go here, so... That's right. Crawl backwards. What's up, Ken? Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Playing some Metal Gear Solid. Trying to sneak into a village here. Looking into getting this game when I get back into PS4. I want to check it out. Gameplay looks nice. This is PC, just so you know. PS4 is a... What's up, Ryzen Revolution? Man, I sent you a message the other day, whispered on Twitch. Hope you're doing good, dude. House looks even nicer. I know, right? Can you imagine living in this dwelling for all of your life? Every night huddling up with your children under a blanket, hoping you don't freeze to death? Wonderful. And this is exactly what... very clear? Okay, cool. What's very clear? Oh, the screen. Yeah. So... Like I was telling 9 Lives here, I am on PC and I'm running 2 GPUs, the Radeon R9 290s. So that's 8 gigabytes of video RAM. So I got it at max details, and I've got it at 1080p. So it is going to look really nice. Will it look this nice on PS4? It'll look close. You're still going to have fun. So, you know, do whatever you gotta do, buddy. If you got a PC, and it's a good one, I'd highly recommend this for PC rather than PS4, but you just got a PS4, yeah, get it for that. It'll be still pretty awesome. Ron Lowe, welcome back to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay, cool. How's work been? I was talking about work earlier. Work, you know, work for me... day-to-day basis is kind of crappy, but thankfully it was quite good today. And sadly it was because I just decided not to care about whether or not the people under my supervision were doing what they should be doing. Sometimes it's just the way it goes. Processdan, welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming, man. Three guys there. For Pete's sake, I pressed the wrong button again. Oh well, here we go. Going loud. Why am I... Oh, that's a sniper rifle. That was a mess. UFO, welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Here it goes, boys. We're going loud. We're going loud. Well, I guess I needed a diversion to get the enemy off that area. That was it. That was the diversion. All I need to do is fire 2 sniper shots and kill 2 guys. Now they don't know what to do with themselves. Kelly, welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. We're
That's
doing
the
good.
village where the target is stationed. You should
Yes, I
start
know
your
that.
search there.
Check the, see if we got some doors, windows so I can peek in. Oh, oh frig, that's exactly what I don't want to do. Whatever. Pressure's on. Okay, good. All right, going back to stealth mode. That was pretty crappy though. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I hate blowing missions like that, especially when it's like I press the wrong button. Oh, it's awful. But hey, happens. We're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with the punches, even though someone just punched me straight in the balls. Seems like I dealt well with it. Maybe it's because my balls don't function properly. I don't feel pain. Maybe I'm so conditioned to ball punches that I'm over it. Okay, this is also a closed building. No tangos. What's up, dude? Salam. We know Allah is a false god. Jesus Christ is far more than a prophet. Just so you know. Probably have no idea what I just said. Alright. Alright. But yeah, no. In short, Jesus loves you.
Clouds approaching.
Alright, they found the dead friendlies. That'll buy me even more time somehow. I'll just keep kicking cans over. Oh gosh. Totally wrong button again. Again. See, this is what was going on when I was playing Crysis 3. I didn't play it nearly enough, so when I was constantly pressing the wrong button and screwing stuff up, and it was just so brutal. What I had to do was just commit to that one game, get good at it, get used to all the buttons so that it was natural, and that's what I'll probably do with Metal Gear Solid 5 too. I'm just gonna keep playing it until I'm done, or until my PC upgrade parts come. And all I'm waiting on is my RAM. So yeah. Right, sweet.
Intel file obtained. Mission info has been updated. The map
Okay,
has been updated.
Boss, that document you just got is the deployment plans for the Smasi Fort reinforcements. According to the plans, the Colonel is supposed to join up with a tank unit of Waksin Barracks and then proceed to Smasi Fort. Those tanks being on the move doesn't make things easy. Hurry, boss. I've sent the tank unit's route to your iDroid. Your shot bounced off. But at least it took that helmet with it.
Gotta move. No time to bury bodies. I'm out of here. Alright, if I don't do this right, I'm gonna have a whole hornet's nest of enemy coming in after me. I'm gonna need to leave a little distraction here, I think. I got just the right idea.
This is the route shown in the deployment plans, which the tank unit will take to Smasi Fort.
Where are the enemy? Did I just put down an explosive? I believe so. Alright, it looks like most of the soldiers went to the one side of the village because of my little social faux pas, aka shooting two of their friends in the face with a sniper rifle and then shooting two more, and then causing a ruckus. Alright, I don't think I actually did this properly, but whatever. Convoy's a little over a click out.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
What's up, Mike? Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Gaming with a higher purpose. Tonight, Venom Snake awaits a convoy. Eliminate the colonel and all tanks. Okay, so the colonel's with the tanks now, I think. That's good. Okay, target predicted route. Okay, why isn't it leaving? That's weird.
There's the target.
Okay, thank you. Good intel.
There's the target. I've sent the tank units route to your iDroid. Don't let them reach the fort.
Which fort? Oh, this must be the fort. Roger that. They will not make it. Could have probably set up this snare a little farther, but thought they were going to be moving. Apparently they're just sitting there. I don't understand. And I'm getting bored. I'm sure my viewership is too. I might have to just start sniping dudes over here at where's this place again? Hey, what's up, Pawnee? Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Garia Sakurai. Alright, here's the fort they're not supposed to get to. Here's where they are, stationary for some unknown reason. Oh no, they're... Yeah, they're stationary.
There's the target.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Got my explosives out. They are stationary. What is going on? I can't believe I pulled this out. Got those dudes right square in the face. That was so bad. Okay, so apparently there's no, you don't have to worry about anything. Anuj Badia, welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. There's a sniper. Everyone watch out, there's a sniper. He's got a sniper rifle. Everybody watch out, there's a sniper. I'll take you down. Take out your life flow. Alright, everyone has gone to cover. I must have given a rough estimate of my coordinates. Okay, I mean, I want to just go with it, you know? But at the same time, it's pretty broken. Oh, I can pick up... Okay, I'm picking up my stuff. If I couldn't pick it up, I'd have to just reset the checkpoint, because, I mean, that's just too lame. But it looks like I can pick up my pick up all my explosives. And if I can do that, there's still hope. Are they moving now? They're not. They'll just
This is
sit
the
in
route
there.
shown in the deployment plans, which the tank unit will take to Smassi Fort.
Man, anybody here ever use a suppressor? Anybody ever read about suppressors? Anyone know if they actually wear out in 5 to 10 rounds? I don't think so. In fact, I know they don't. This is ridiculous. There we go. Okay, no suppressor on there anymore. Check it out. Yeah, no suppressor. This is an intense game, says Rise and Revolution, and welcome Teddy Bro. Welcome back to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Yeah, man, it is intense and it's pretty cool. Especially the theme music. Delta, welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Yeah, the theme music makes it all the more intense. It's pretty forgiving. I mean, I did shoot off 2 sniper rounds in that village. Kill 4 guys.
Failed.
Okay, well, whatever. That's okay. He's stuck anyway. Extraction failed means his probably fell into the ocean somewhere between here and my oil rig base. But yeah, it's pretty forgiving. I mean, even right now, look at me. I'm just running in the open down here and no one can see me. Or so I hope. So I believe. But it is pretty cool. And there are some tense moments. If a person really understood. Fighting has broke out among the staff. Unidentified gunfire. But I mean, like...
He's coming too. Roger that.
But yeah, yeah. If someone knew all the game mechanics, knew exactly how far the enemy could see at all times and stuff, you know, they could just totally exploit it and this game would be pretty lame. I try and kind of keep the realism going and that intensity, you know, I mean, not really at the moment. I mean, what's the point when the game's glitched out and the tanks are supposed to drive down this fact, you know what? Checkpoint. What do you do, guys? What do you do? What do you do? You know, sometimes you just gotta submit.
I've sent the tank unit's route to your iDroid.
And they're not moving.
There's the...
Brutal. Restarting the mission, I guess. What do you do? What do you do? It's either that or I run the whole kilometer over there. Wait.
This mission has 2 objectives. Eliminate the colonel scheduled to take up a post at Smassi Fort and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sacré village and search for the colonel and his deployment plans.
What the heck? Is that where they're supposed to come from?
To take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry. Missiles, grenades, placed explosives. If you haven't developed these yet, use your iDroid to give the order. Choose your weapon according to the situation.
Oh yeah, okay, they come from here, don't they? I gotta go in there.
Where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
Huh? Okay.
The map has been updated.
Why is it? Oh my goodness! Why is it nighttime suddenly? Nice and easy.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Alright, do we got any guys doing patrols?
Analysis complete.
We got a tango down there. Looks like a mortar. Manoj Badia. There's nothing else on Periscope, man. Seen you join in like 4 or 5 times. Who wants to watch someone do their dishes? You know what I'm saying? Or wash their car. You want to watch Venom Snake. Welcome back.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right, here we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy does it, Tiger. Bad guy in a tower. Obvious.
Analysis complete.
Another spotlight. Sandbags up top, unmanned. Just the rustling of leaves. Another mortar position. Oh, yes. Famed house with the red towels. Another one. Not a lot of security out tonight. Wonder why. What is that? What's it clicking on? Generator.
Analysis complete.
Tango NVGs.
Analysis
Tango.
complete.
Tango.
Analysis complete. Analysis
Tango.
complete.
Gotta watch that area. I suspect then that this must be the house I'm looking for. I place a marker? Yep.
Marker placed.
That's it. That's the one. What else we got up here? Nothing. Check the map. Alright.
The houses in the village are packed together, built wherever the steep incline would support them. Plenty of roofs and eaves for cover. The enemy will never see you coming. But if they do, you could find yourself cornered if you're not careful.
Don't
Watch your
think they
back.
can. You know, it's weird. I used to get like the smoothest frame rates in this game, and now I don't. Not sure what that's about. Listening halt. I don't hear anything. Maybe it's got something to do with mouth smoothness? I don't know. What do we got? What do we got? Tango on that light? Must be. I knew it wasn't unmanned. Alright. Same thing as before, minus the 2 sniper shots in the face. Sorry guys, I don't like doing it too many times either, because it just gets kind of silly when, you know every nook and cranny of a map. It makes games like uncool. Especially playthroughs, like stealth playthroughs. However, this is where we're at. We're gonna have to live with it.
Говоришь, ты жил на Украине?
Да, когда был еще ребенком. А что?
Моего двоюродного брата собираются отправить в одно из западов. Он не сказал мне, в какой именно, но это где-то в Украине. Он очень талантливый, намного умнее меня.
Well, apparently,
ядер-технологии. Если честно, я теперь ему завидую.
apparently there's a
Каждый день сижу и жду.
woman at a power plant, so I'm gonna have to go here at some point.
Слышу все этих слухи о тех городах. Течки, радиации и всякие там.
Это только в городах, где испытывают ядерное оружие. Говорят, советские реакторы самые надежные в мире.
Надеюсь, ты прав.
Давай.
Okay, apparently that was not loud enough. The other guy doesn't even move. We check it out together, please. Don't make me kill you, man. Are you serious? You're not gonna go over and take a peek? Nothing over there. Don't even bother. You're chasing a ghost. Chasing a ghost. What do we got going on here?
That's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
Looks like bad guy decided to go back. That's crazy. I like even just did an upgrade for or an update for the mouse, so I don't know why it's like that if it's a mouse issue. I don't think it's a graphical
Weather
issue.
will clear shortly.
Well, that was close. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Somehow I gotta get around to this area here.
The houses in the village are packed together, built wherever the steep incline would support them. Plenty of roofs and eaves for cover. The enemy will never see you coming. But if they do, you could find yourself cornered if you're not careful. Watch your back.
Analysis complete.
Oh, no, 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 no. Who sees me where? Nice. So you can actually go into like a very stealthy. Thanks, Ryzen. I'm trying my best.
Нет, что за женщина?
You can. Okay, this is the woman they're talking about at the power plant. You can actually press the use key and you go to ground and you like kind of hide until you move again. It's pretty neat.
Что значит исчезает?
Никто не смог подойти к ней достаточно близко. Поговорить.
Похоже на привидение.
Слушай, привидение или нет? Я бы не отказался.
Точно. Ладно, мужик, увидимся.
Analysis complete.
Wow, they gave him night vision goggles, and he's like a CD student. You know what I'm talking about? I figured like only the more elite guys would get the good gear, but I don't know. Okay, hopefully this helps me maintain absolute stealth just lying here in the grass.
That's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
No! Oh shoot, I went to the... Oh my gosh, I'm even going the wrong direction. Get...
Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Oh, that's awesome. Open it. Wow, sorry guys, that went down the toilet fast. Oh, come on. D-Bar, welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. You're some time to watch Venom Snake kick a whole lot of booty. Either that or nothing happens at all. Oh my gosh. I'm supposed to be, doing, yeah, wow, that is. Yep, go to the checkpoint. So when a guy's close to you, you're supposed to be able to nunchuck the crap out of them with your hands, but apparently it decided not to do that this time. Whatever. Back to the drawing board. Hopefully I can do this faster.
Boss, to take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to
It just gets so lame when this happens, because then you're like trying to run and rush and just finish this crap.
Choose your weapon according to the situation.
Come on, come on. Alright, guess it doesn't matter. Going loud. Ugh. That's it. There's only one way to do this now. Why am I holding this guy's disgusting gun? What the heck? Where'd my gun go? Okay, there. That's just bizarre. I don't know why that happened. What's up, Gambo? Here it comes. Look at that throw. What the heck? How did he shoot at me the first time if he's like behind the wall? I don't understand. How does that work, guys? Anyone got answers? I don't understand how this mission turned out so much different than the other one. Brutal.
This mission has two objectives. Eliminate the colonel scheduled to take up a post at Smasi Fort and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sakai village and search for the colonel and his deployment plans.
Sakai village colonel.
Boss, to take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry. Missiles, grenades, placed explosives. If you haven't developed these yet, use your iDroid to give the order. Choose your weapon according to the situation.
So yeah, like I said, you know, the more you play a mission, the more you know every nook and cranny, and then it just gets boring because it's not, I mean, it's not that I don't, not that I want to be surprised constantly and caught off guard like you've seen happen repeatedly. Because, I mean, it just kind of sucks.
Analysis
but
complete.
Then it's like you're just tempted to just rush through and, like, just not do it properly. You know, there's no element, like, it's okay. So I don't want to be surprised and caught off guard and just be constantly making mistakes. But then I also want the element of surprise where something's actually, what's up, Anthony Jenright? Where something's actually, you know, fun and interesting and, you know, plays good, looks good. And by rights, as you saw from the first playthrough, it was going just fine. And, oh yeah, I pressed the wrong damn button. And then the second one, that was going pretty good too. It just sucks. It just sucks. Why you gotta make this game so hard? Oh, it's not even hard. It's not even hard. Like I said, don't know the controls. Not running it is probably smart too, but hey, ain't nobody got time for that. It's already 9 o'clock where I live. Like, I gotta go to bed at some point for work in the morning. You know, I don't get paid to do this stuff. Good though. Okay, what? So why is that guy there this time? Well, I guess better than them. I don't know. They were walking the last time. Thought I remember seeing someone up here. Yep. Not sure what's going on. Just don't want either of them to spot me. Got a letter from Grigorli. Sasha is dead. Well, that's sad.
Он не выжил?
So he didn't make
На
it?
прошлой неделе?
Yeah, man, and last week that new guy lost and got pulled out.
Быстро увезли домой.
It never stops.
Никогда не закончится.
We're doing better than others. Comrade of the regimental headquarters told me a third of the platoon at Panjshir, Panjshir district, is replaced every 6 months.
Так много?
That many? Across the whole force, we lose over 100 men every month. It's been that way the last 3 years.
Но мы их
Yeah, it
больше
wasn't a
валим.
fun war. But we're killing more of them. I hear you, comrade. Calm
Мне
down.
кажется, это всё зря.
Feels like we're getting nowhere. Maybe I'll be next.
Хватит, не каркай.
Stop it, Ninjakheret. There we go, right there. Don't look back at me. Oh my gosh. Like, why did he look at me? I don't understand. Aren't they supposed to go to where the sound is? Okay. Done and done. Everybody's dead. You know? Maybe you'll be next. Well, your own stupid fault. Just got a shot out of nowhere. I heard gunfire. I had a suppressor. You guys are full of it. Go, go, go! Regroup! Putting these guys in dumpsters. How many bodies can we fit in this thing? There's only one way to find out. How? What? Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, no, 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 no. Whatever. Well, I guess only one dumpster body at a time. Yep. Like, this isn't cool. This is so gay. What? Like, sitting there right there, watch this friend get shot in the face. Looks like they spotted me, though.
Marker placed.
That's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
No, no, like... Don't do that. Brutal. I don't want to sit here until the alert goes away, because that is so dumb. I mean, people are dead, and there's obviously a guy in the camp, and they're just like, everyone, go back to normal. Okay. Oh, that's cool, too.
Enemy presence detected.
Brutal, man. I'm not in the right place. Oh gosh, Molly Coleman, welcome. You are in luck. Getting some of the sloppiest gameplay ever.
You have arrived at your destination.
And somehow it's all working out. Oh man. Watch this. You cannot get the blueprints. Silly Snake.
Boss, leave
Tricks
the
are for
intel
kids.
files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Yeah. I guess it just does kill everyone. Oh. Guys, stop making me kill you. Oh well, you're bad guys. It's okay. So awesome. You're kidding me. He's wounded. I put him out of his misery. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I actually get it right. I don't care if it's 12:30 when I go to bed. Pretty stupid, but at least this will work out.
This mission has 2 objectives.
Master Lima, welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. You're having a great day.
And stop the deployment of his tank unit.
The
Your
thing-
first move should be to head to Sakai village and search for the
You're
colonel and his
referring to
deployment
the
plans.
mass shooting that happened in Vegas? What makes you suspicious of it?
Boss, to take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry. Missiles, grenades, placed explosives. If you haven't developed these yet, use your iDroid to give the order.
Alright, going to the
Choose your
prone
weapon according to the
again.
situation.
Spotting every guy in the village again.
Analysis complete. And the map has been updated. Analysis complete.
What's Rise and Revolution? What do you think? What makes you think that the Vegas
Analysis complete.
shooting is fishy?
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Just how far the shooter was up on the 32nd floor, all the way across the concert area. That's a far off distance. I honestly don't know much about it. I know.
Analysis complete.
I don't know how far the distance was, but I do understand that if you have a street filled with like 20,000 people or something like that, you don't. It's not hard at all just to shoot into that mass. I mean, your rounds are going to hit somewhere, but how far was the distance? Do you know?
Analysis complete.
There we go. Okay. He was really good ways off.
Complete.
Is there anything else about it that you consider suspect? Okay, we know it's this place. We've been here so many times. Just it's getting ridiculous, to be honest.
Marker placed.
Okay, I'm trying to make my way
That's
to
the
A.
village where the target is stationed.
All videos recorded
You should
live.
start your search
Shooting was from the
there.
4th floor. Okay, well that's fishy. And by that do you mean like you've got camcorder phone recordings of like muzzle flashes coming from this 4th floor when it was being reported as the 32nd? Is that what you're saying, dude? Well, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to go and just look up all the stuff about it, but the thing is, I don't want to spend the time. There's only so much time in a day, and I've seen it all before. One is from a cop cam recording it. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I did a little looking into Shady Hook, or Sandy Hook, I mean. Not a lot, but enough, and I've looked at some of the other stuff. I don't really want to spend much time on it, but that's not to say that, you know, that's not to say that I won't think about it. So I mean, that is very suspect right off the bat. If you've got the media being told right away, they really say it was a satanic ritual. So, I mean, okay, so the way it works with the media is very seldom is there actually what's called investigative journalism and investigative reporting, where they're really actually, you know, asking questions and looking into things for themselves. Most of the time, the pleb gets there on the scene and it's like, I don't know, just starts blabbering stuff out, gets a brief from like the police, and just basically reads lines from a script. You know, oh, this is what's happened, and this is what's going on. It was a shooting from the 32nd floor. So far, we cannot confirm how many are dead. Blah, 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 blah. And so, yeah. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise or shock me at all to find out that it wasn't the 32nd floor, it was really the 4th. How is that it's a mortar? As for it being a satanic ritual, again, I don't know any details about it. But I do know this. Satan loves when people die. He loves blood, he loves destruction, he loves blood sacrifices. And not the kind that God required, which was animal sacrifices, and certainly not human. In fact, he said, do not do like the people in the land you're going to take the promised land from. I don't want you doing human sacrifices, especially not child sacrifices. But, yeah, I mean, Satan loves murder. He loves death. He loves chaos. He's the god of chaos, which is why it's so funny when pagans talk about creation coming from chaos. Why it's so interesting that Star Trek on space, the newest series, I guess, one of the taglines is, everything has been created from chaos. No, no, no. Okay, go, go, go. Get away, don't find me. Please. Nothing. So I mean, anyway, yeah. I see what I've heard before is if you go to the I mean, I don't know how true this is, but if you go to the War Memorial, forget where it is. It's the massive one in the States, you know, with all the soldiers that died in World War II. When they go to the when you go there and you look, there's like all this satanic symbolism all over the place, and you have to know what you're looking for. But you just look at it, right? And it's all over the place. And so people theorize and believe, and I mean, it lines up with the fact that a lot of the powers that be are Luciferians and stuff, worshiping Satan, but that much of the wars was about offering sacrifices to the devil in the way of, you know, soldiers and civilians dying. And I mean, you look at Aleister Crowley, the snake spirit that he was receiving his messages from, had told him or whatever that there was going to be a war with all this bloodshed and everything had to come before the child of Horus. And sure enough, you've got World War One occurred, like, I think a year later or something. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. So people have said World War II was yet another blood sacrifice. I wouldn't be surprised if this whole thing was some sort of crazy thing going down, and you know, some sort of sacrifice. Wouldn't shock me at all. As for abortion being a sacrifice, absolutely. Even, you know, people don't know they're doing it, but I mean, let's face it, they are killing a child for the sake of convenience. So that is really their god. Selfishness.
Пришла открытка от друга.
Weapon will clear shortly.
No! Oh my gosh! Friggin' game.
Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy...
Did you guys see that? I just alt-tabbed. Okay, you know what? Alt-tab. Alt-tab. Brutal. But yeah, child sacrifice. For real. It's satanic. Abortion is satanic. Killing children in the womb is supposed to be the safest place. And so they do that to their own convenience. Basically, they're their own little god, and they say, I'm not ready for this baby, it's for the best, whatever they use to justify it. Usually it's just a personal convenience. I'm not ready, I want to go to school, I want to finish school, I want to build my career, I want to, you know, make this guy love me, or whatever else. It's a bunch of baloney. And yeah, let's get to the settings here, and let's stop using shift tab or whatever it is to bring up the stupid thing. No, I alt tabbed. Well, not much I can do about that. Yeah, well, we're turning off shift tab too. Oh man, this makes me so angry. Controller settings. Shift tab, like, really? You can't change this? Brutal. Anyway, so yeah, you're right, dude. Abortion is child sacrifice to the devil. Change Steam overlay buttons, shift tab. How to change Steam overlay shortcut key. Help and tips. I'm playing from a laptop. The shift F2 key are already bind to media app. Can I somehow change the Steam? Top left, Steam settings in game. Thank you at Dapsy Kodak. Last two deaths in KOTK. Down at activating that binding on my RLE keys are adjacent on it. Came close to becoming a casualty itself. No doubt. How infuriating is that, man? Stupid piece of junk. Okay, so... Alright, this is obviously like an ancient friggin' Steam overlay shortcut key problem. Help and tips. For anyone searches, where can I find it? I know. Steam getting in game overlay shortcut keys. There's nothing I could click on or any option where I could change the hotkey. I can delete the hotkey for the screenshots, which is default F12, but after that, let's say none, and I can't put anything else in there. Any ideas how to change? Press on it. You should not see a cursor. Then press the key you would like on the key tab. Okay. I have the same issue here. Has anyone figured out the fix for this? Yes. It's quite bothersome. For example, if I wanted to have two buttons, shift and O to key my overlay, I'd have to do this. Hold the shift you want to have for the keybind. Hold the other shift and press plus. Release the second shift. Then press O while you're still holding the shift from the start. Voila. Anyways, in the end, I put it on F11 next to screenshot. Okay, guys, my keyboard messed up earlier today. Whatever. Let's hope for the best here. There you go. Hope for the best as I restart this for the umpteenth time tonight. That was so stupid, man. Like with the pistol, it's like one shot to the face and they're instantly sleepy time. And I go in there, I shot that guy like I don't know how many times, and then the next guy, I know I hit him in the helmet once, but at some point
This mission has 2 objectives. Eliminate the colonel's
At some point I was
schedule to take
definitely
up a
hitting him in
post
the
at
neck.
Smasi Fort, and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sacré village and search for the colonel and
Alright,
his
so
deployment
then
plans.
Ragnar Revolution says another thing that's fishy. Plus the hotel is very well guarded, so how can you get that many guns in there, especially an old man with no military background? Well, abortion
Boss, to take
sacrifice,
out
you
enemy
bet.
combat
Okay.
vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry. Missiles,
You know, I
grenades,
don't
placed
see
explosives.
there being too
If
much
you haven't
difficulty
developed these
getting
yet, use your eye droid to
10,
give
like
the
apparently it
order.
was like,
Choose your
I think
weapon
10
according to the situation.
semi-automatic rifles into the room. Apparently he rigged them all up so that they would bump fire and all shoot at once or something. I'm not entirely sure. Apparently he was able to reload like 10 times or something. I don't know. This is all second information. A friend of mine talked about it just briefly. But yeah, I mean, it's Las Vegas. I know outside Vegas they've actually got shooting ranges you can go to, at least one, where you can pay to shoot automatic weapons. So Nevada must, well, it doesn't really matter. That's a moot point because they were all apparently semi-automatic weapons that he used anyways. So Las Vegas is also a place. Okay, so you've got the whole automatic weapon thing and the shooting ranges. All right, so right there it tells you Las Vegas is, you know, a little more cowboy. Then you've got just the reality that okay, yeah, good. Then you got the reality that, like, you know, Las Vegas is the kind of place where people will go, you know, have gun conventions and stuff, right? So it's probably not uncommon to see someone carry a gun bag up to their room or whatever. I'm not sure. I mean, sure, some hotels probably have policies against that. Some may not. Who knows? I don't know what even a hotel he was at. But wouldn't strike me as very difficult for him to, you know, one gun at a time, maybe just patiently going down, you know, every couple of hours and bringing up another gun, bringing it in the same case even, so that if everyone looked at a video, they'd be like, oh, why does that guy keep bringing up the same, why does that guy keep bringing his gun down, you know, downstairs and upstairs? And I mean, obviously, if you have that conscious thought, you start thinking, okay, this looks suspicious. But I'm talking about not even realizing, just seeing a guy with that case, you know, and you don't really think anything of it. So it's possible someone could get that up to their room, but at the same time, yeah, you're right. It's pretty weird, and I mean, it's okay. So that on its own, not very fishy. It's possible, but yeah, where the reason it starts to get fishy though is because the whole 32nd and 4th floor thing. Why are people able to videotape? I mean, I'm gonna just suppose muzzle flashes from the 4th floor, if this apparently happened on the 32nd. All right, so that to me, that starts to make things sound very suspect. And I mean, that right there is the most suspect thing. Then you start looking at other things, and they just start smelling really fishy.
Американцу, у которого к ногам какая-то механическая ерунда приделана.
Это разработчик оружия.
Сейчас он занимается роботами.
Роботами?
Yeah,
Таким, как марсоходы. Эти
the
роботы
owl god is
быстрее
on the back of the dollar
человека
bill.
Ладно, хорош заливать.
Я дам знак, если еще раз
I've
их
never
увижу.
looked closely for an owl on the dollar bill. I know the pyramid with the all-seeing eye of Horus is on there, and I mean, the fact that Aleister Crowley was told by the snake spirit to prepare the world for the child of Horus, and that all of these mystery religions and occult groups. It all circles around the Egyptian myths and crap. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. That's on there for a reason. And it just blows me away that people see that and don't think anything of it. So, I wouldn't be surprised if the owl god was on there. I know the owl is a symbol in occultism. I'm not sure what for. Wisdom, perhaps? I don't know. Hidden, but it's on there. Okay. Bohemian Grove. Yep, they got a big giant owl there. And I mean, that's straight up satanic stuff. Even the whole idea, the sacrifice of care, and it's a child they name Care. I mean, it's just bizarre stuff. Okay, where the heck am I? I'm gonna have to go around the backside, I think, this time. I'm gonna try and go around here and then up.
That's the village where the target is stationed.
They do sacrifices there. So I don't know about actual sacrifices at Bohemian Grove, probably, but I know they do a sacrifice, like from Alex Jones in that leaked video and stuff. Oh, great, yeah, good stuff there. Good stuff there, Solid Snake, you moron. But yeah, I know they sacrifice a doll that's like the form of a child, and they name the child Care, and they call it the sacrifice of Care. Like, that's just bizarre to me. And does that mean they're getting rid of caution, sacrificing caution, throwing it to the wind? Why would you want to do that if you're a world leader, you know? Just kind of bizarre. Or if you're like, why can't I walk up this hill? Or if you're like, you know, a multi-million-dollar business owner at Bohemian Grove, why are you involving yourself in this, and why are you sacrificing Care? Couldn't you care, you know? Just kind of weird. Area 51. Area 51, you know, obviously lots of weird stuff surrounding that, the whole UFO thing. But at the same time, I'm just going to give benefit of the doubt and just say, well, Area 51, it was a test ground for, you know, secret planes and stuff. I know I've heard and read a lot about the, about the Men in Black and all that stuff, and the Majestic 12 and everything. Great. So I mean, I really don't really know. Possible Area 51 was a site for aliens and stuff, or really truly just demons in disguise, and they were communicating with them. Certainly possible. Owl god is Moloch. Right, yeah. I've heard them say that. Of course, Moloch is the god in the Old Testament who had the people sacrificing children to him. Wasn't as far as I know, was not shaped as an owl at that time. Was shaped as a bull, I think. A bull man, a man that was. This is disgusting. This is seriously disgusting.
Two objectives. Eliminate the colonel scheduled to take up a post at Smasi Fort and stop the deployment.
How did I forget there's a guy that just sits up there like a clock?
Village and search for the colonel and his deployment plans. Boss, to take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry. Missiles, grenades,
I don't
placed
think most
explosives.
pastors even know what you're talking about, to be honest. I think,
choose your weapon according to the situation.
sadly, most pastors, they don't even talk about the Old Testament generally, you know, except for the odd story here or there that, you know, is easy to interpret and tell a good story about, like, I don't know, Joseph lost in Egypt, you know what I mean? Like, you could have like grade 3 theology and still be able to understand the story of Joseph. And so they don't touch on that stuff, and then they get into you know, they stick mainly to the New Testament, Jesus's actions, whatever stuff he said. I mean, those are obviously the most important, but totally neglecting everything else. Then there's those who actually do know about that stuff, and they're just like, hey, I'm afraid to talk about this. And then there are those who have decided it's unwise to talk about this because most people just think you'd sound like a crazy nutcase. I frankly don't care. Mind you, in the book I'm writing, I break all this stuff down so it's so clear-cut and sensible that all the dots are connected for the reader, and they just go, holy crap, didn't know all this? Wow, it looks like it's true. I talk about a lot of stuff. But yeah, I mean, they really should. And the church is woefully ill-equipped. Like, I was talking to a pastor recently who's actually teaches at a seminary, and I was asking him about love and truth, and he said something like, it's like the Beatles, man, all you need is love. And I'm like, does he realize he just quoted occultist? You know, like, and that he's the age range where he grew up, you know, listening to the Beatles, influenced by the Beatles, loved the music, never spiritually discerned what was going on there. And I mean, it wouldn't have been too hard. It didn't take long before they started breaking in the Eastern mysticism and everything. And so anyone who's watching is going to see that stuff. But yeah, he didn't notice it, and it's affected the way he thinks and his theology. Yeah, that's true. And their most influential people, they've got Aleister Crowley. And I think he was pulled just before or something. Or, oh, maybe he is in there. Okay, never mind. Gosh. Maybe I'm just going. I'm just gonna go. This is ridiculous. This is good. Yeah, the Beatles, I mean, the Beatles were Telemites, followers of Aleister Crowley. They believed in what we talked about. When the Beatles talk about love, they're not talking about real love, okay? They're talking about the same love that Aleister Crowley was talking about. And so, Erwin Lutzer is a pastor. He's very conservative, fundamentalist, and he has a meme out that says the idea that we can love without truth and have unity without doctrine is evil to the core, or something like this, right? And he's taking a lot of flack on the internet from, you know, various people because they think that's
The map has been
just
updated.
too staunch, hard, whatever. And this is actually how I got in that conversation with that teaching pastor about this, because I was curious about going to seminary, and I was like, well, this guy's program sounds pretty interesting. Well, that sounds good. So I was like, hey, what do you think about this meme? There's a lot of debate surrounding it. And he said, well, it's just stupid. And I'm like, okay, why? And he said, well, you can't, it's not one or the other. You have both. You have love, and you have truth, and you have unity, and you have grace. And I'm like, right, but the debate is that you can have love without the truth. And then that's when it got weird. You know, he said, well, I mean, you know, all of us can love, and all of us can show love, and blah, 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 blah. And right then and there, I was like, oh man, God, I can't be taught by this guy. This is insane. But, okay, is this the place I'm trying to get to? Yes, there's a guy in the freaking window.
Analysis complete.
Great. Okay.
Marker placed.
I'm going there. This time I'm not going to screw up. Man, I'm just getting so tired of this game. This is just so infuriating. And I don't want it to be. This should be fun and cool. And hey, look at Hotel Charlie Hill. He's sneaking in all stealth. Wow, that was an awesome mission. Instead of me just screwing up constantly from the dumbest stuff. Like, how did I not know that spotlight was going to see me? Probably this guy right here. Anyways, here's the reality of the situation. There's agape love, which is the unconditional love a person can show someone, like a parent shows their child. You know, no matter how much that child screws up and makes a mess of things, they still love them. It's just the way it is. And that's the exact same love that God has for mankind. Mankind is evil and sinful to the core. God still loves us, like, so much. It's so incredible, and it's mind-boggling. Especially when you consider how he's demonstrated that love through the death of Christ, the atoning sacrifice, that man can be reconciled to God if he lets God bring the reconciliation. And then you've got phileo love, which is the Greek word that refers to a brotherly love. Oh, this is just wonderful. How far down am I going to go here? Gosh, this is ridiculous. Okay, maybe I can come up right here. Okay, the question is, who's going to spot me now? Let's play a game called Who's Going to Spot Me Now? So you have brotherly love, and I mean, human beings can show that kind of love where you just love someone so much they're like family. Like when I was in the military, there were guys, I mean, obviously, and the way my mentality and stuff, I would have thrown my life down for pretty much anyone. But I definitely had brothers. Oh my gosh, kidding me? I had brothers that, friends that were just so close. I loved them so much, man. One heck. Oh my gosh.
Analysis complete.
Okay. One. Oh my goodness. Can I even walk up there? One, you know, like our friendship waned and everything, and that was super duper sad. But I mean, I wish I was still friends with him. But yeah, I mean, that's that brotherly love. And then there's eros love, which is the sexual kind of romantic love that a man feels for a woman or a woman for a man. And oddly enough, and all other sorts of combinations now, which God says is absolutely wrong. And even you know, demonstrating eros love out of marriage, God hates that too, because it's so destructive. Anyways, yeah, we can show that love, you know, and people have the capacity to love in various ways. And then there's storge love, which I think is like the love, it's the kind of love you have for activities or something. That's how my friend explained it recently. I'd have to look it up myself to be totally sure, but yeah, like, you know, I love this game. Actually, I really don't right now. This is just infuriating me. But that would be an example of storge love. So yeah, loving stuff like that. That's storge. And here, let's hope this time these guys don't manage to. I don't know. I don't even know how that happened. That was so bad. Okay, put your head down. No one can see you now, suddenly. Cool. Yeah, we all have the capacity to love. Okay, so here's actually what the teaching pastor was talking about, and he's right. We have that capacity to love. We can all show love. And we both agreed. We're made in the image of God, so we can. Right, amazing. However, Genesis 1:26-27, where God says, "Let us make man in our image, both male and female. Let us make them in our image." That was before the curse and the fall of sin upon mankind. Okay, so whatever good, godly, holy love we would have been, Adam would have been able to show Eve, and vice versa. You know, not eros, but you know, something just good and godly. After the fall, things would have been not the same, and you would have had, you know, even people, day-to-day people, we're not going to be able to show love as perfectly as before. And even though people have the capacity to love because we've been made in God's image, it's not going to be perfect. More importantly, oh gosh. Oh, cool. There's a huge cave in there, and I heard it goes all the way to the facility in the mountains. The facility needs a safe transport route, or what? What do you think? When have they ever told us anything? And you can't see past the cave. It's pitch black. I can manage it. I can imagine it. Thank you. See you. Okay, cool. I needed to hear that. Okay, good. They're all alert to a magazine that's just landed out of nowhere for no reason. Well, check it out, guys. All of you. Oh my god. Wow. I'm never going to be able to do this. Alright, so, going back to that.
Weather will clear shortly.
Beauty. We can't, oh, right. Okay, so the fall, so we can't show that love perfectly. Come on! Hey, get the hell away from me, you dirty fags. Killing you all y'all. Alright, so we cannot love perfectly like once before. Because we're fallen. What the heck is this? Who is this guy? Oh, this is a totally different shack.
That's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
Who's this guy? So not only can we not show love perfectly, you know, okay, even though we all have that capacity thanks to being made in the image of God, the most important thing is that there's
subject is in.
the reality of a different spirit between being behind the love. behind the reason of the love. Okay, so a believer who has the Holy Spirit of God within them, when they surrender, okay, which sadly I'm not very submitted at the moment. I'm letting my flesh take over. I'm getting pissed off at this game, and so maybe I've sounded less unloving, or less loving and more unloving. That's sorry. Please forgive me. Just ugh. Anyways, but yeah, when a believer surrenders, just lets God work through them. My goodness, man. The love is supernatural. And what does it do? That love points people towards God. It prepares their heart for the Holy Spirit to work. It's supernatural. And it's a beautiful thing. And it brings people's attention to the Lord Jesus Christ. All right. What does the love out in the world do? Okay. What does the love out in the world do if people are, you know, even if they're feeding children in, you know, faraway villages and stuff? What is that love doing? They're feeding children, you know, they're loving those kids and yada, yada, yada. What is that love doing? That love ends up pointing to a false self-sufficiency in man himself. And a lie that God is not needed. Okay, I got it. My goodness. So, all right, there's the difference. Worldly love and real, true, godly, biblical love. One love is going to point man towards God. The other is going to point man away from God and to a man-centered self-sufficiency where man can be his own savior, where man can love enough without God to not need God. And that is what we're seeing. That is the love that Aleister Crowley was preaching. Even, well, I mean, not just that love, but this perversion where free sex and everything. It was all a big satanic lie.
Those tanks being on the move doesn't make things easy. Hurry, boss. I've sent the tank unit's route to your iDroid.
Yeah, I gotta try and find.
This is the route shown in the deployment plans, which the tank unit will take to Smassi.
So yeah, and you know, that's precisely what Aleister Crowley wanted to point out. That was the kind of love that the Beatles were singing about. It was a love apart from God. And it breaks my heart that pastors don't understand that. But, you know, can you blame them? I mean, I'm only discerning by God's grace. You know, he gave me a spirit of discernment. He showed me very early on that there was going to be a way that seemed right to a man, but would lead to death. And praise God, he gave me some mentors and influences that were just awesome. A couple pastors that I know, and of course pastors I get to listen to on the radio. Here it goes, guys. This is it. This is the setup. Actually, maybe I should... Well, no. Well, yeah. I better. Oh, are you kidding me? Supply drop. Weapons.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Holy smokes. Is this gonna come in time even? These guys are coming fast.
Supply drop complete.
This is gonna be tricky, boys.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I'm okay. Just a rocket. Wow.
Hey, quit
Give me
kidding
a checkpoint,
around.
maybe.
Snake?
Who are you, old man? Been trying my best this whole game. I
I've
keep
sent the
getting
tank
screwed
units
over.
route to your iDroid.
Like, if you would have gave me the rocket launcher that I had at the beginning of last
Please
night,
select
for whatever
a
reason
drop
it's
point.
gone.
Supplies
Like, how stupid is
requested.
that? But yeah, I don't think they
Supply
really
drop
know.
complete.
This is the route shown in the deployment plans, which the tank unit will take to Smasi Fort.
Port, fire support. How long does this take? Elapsed time 5:46. That's really telling me. All right, here we go, boys and girls. Here we go. Shoot. Get the stupid explosives too. This is so bad.
Boss, what happened? Boss!
No! Man, brutal. But yeah, I mean that's the reality of this.
I've sent the tank units route to your iDroid.
Wow, this is so gay. This is so gay. This whole
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
oh beauty. This is just so gay.
Supply drop complete.
I think I'm gonna try and bring in fire support. I don't know how fast it is. That's the problem with this game. There's so much you can do, and you don't know how to do any of it. And so the whole game is just trial and error as you get new equipment. And so you're just constantly a gong show until the last like 5% of the game where you actually know how everything works. And that's not how games are supposed to be. Like, I love how Arma 3 is like, oh, train on how to do this, train on how to do that. Okay, cool. All right, you're a master at it now. You actually learn how to do everything. It's not just guess.
Please select a strike point. Strike requested.
I'm talking about.
Hey, quit kidding around. Snake?
Like, seriously, I'll restart. I don't give a crap. I don't want the chicken add-on, you idiots. Alright, sorry, Ryzen. I went off on a tangent there. I haven't really been reading your things here. Beatles have Aleister Crowley. Yeah, we talked about that. Along with a lot of other satanic people. That's true, you know. It's ridiculous. It's like a crowd of people on their album. I know, I've seen the pictures. It's awful. And if you guys listen to this, don't believe us, just look this stuff up. You'll see their, I don't know if it's the album cover, the back of the album, or inside or something. It's ridiculous. I miss Smith Wigglesworth. Call it like it was. I've heard the name, I think. Familiar with that guy. William Branham. You know who that is? And you're doing great now. Oh, thanks for the support, man. But I mean, come on. Let's be real. I am really pulling a lot of crap. And this is just getting so frustrating.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Like, this isn't even cool. This is so gay. Like, watch this guy suck at Metal Gear Solid 5. Doesn't even know what it's called.
Supply drop complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Flick, yo. Where is this thing? Oh, it's falling. Okay, good.
Black carrot. Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot.
Shut
It's also a
up.
favorite of wild animals.
Like, oh man, this is so...
That's the way. Now eliminate those tank spots. This is the route shown in the deployment plans, which the tank unit will take.
Did I just hit the ground in front of me?
Strike will commence shortly.
Flawless work. You never cease to amaze, boss.
Oh, nice. Like, why not just automatically reload? Come on. Seriously? That's it, eh? I hope this works. Restarting that. I did it, but sucked. I mean, talk about delusions of grandeur.
This mission has two objectives. Eliminate the colonel's
Hoping
schedule to take
hoping
over
one
post
day
in Swazi
you'll
Fort
be able
and stop the
to just
deployment of his tank unit. Your first move should be to head to Sacré Village and search
pay your
for the
mortgage
colonel
and
his
everything from
deployment plans.
streaming, and then you go play Metal Gear Solid 5, and this is so bad. I mean, really.
Boss, to take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive weaponry.
Whatever, I'm sure this is not
Missiles,
what God wants me to do
grenades,
with my life.
explosives.
I mean, I already know what he
If
wants
you
me to do
haven't
with my life.
developed
It's
these
just,
yet, use your eye droid to give the order.
gotta pay
Choose
for
your
it
weapon
somehow.
according to the situation.
The map has been updated.
But I mean, there's so much crap on Twitch and YouTube and everything. Guys streaming, and whether they're good or not, the stuff they talk about is just awful.
Marker placed.
For real? Where's everybody else?
Analysis complete.
Oh my gosh, it's 10 o'clock. Oh, what's this? Someone over there? Oh yeah, that's that guy, the guy I rescued. Or stole, kidnapped. I don't even know who he was. You know what? Honestly, I'm not even gonna go up the right hand side again. Like, that's just stupid. Don't do, like, why does he do that? Okay. Oh, I see. Sprint is like an on-off thing. Tap it on, tap it on. Oh yeah, this way sucks too though. There's those 3 guys. Gosh.
Analysis complete.
This can't be the right way. How the heck did I get up here before? You kidding me?
That's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
Oh my god. Just painful. Just painful. Like, crawl in a circle. Oh my gosh. What? Where's this idiot here? Weird. Well, whatever. You can't quit now. Ceasefire. Ceasefire, guys. Everybody back to normal. Normal alert. It's over now. Ridiculous. Oh, for Pete's sake.
Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Hey Ryzen, I would totally understand if you just went to bed. This is pretty brutal. But good talking to you, man. Good talking to you.
This mission has 2 objectives. Eliminate the Colonel's scheduled to take up a post at Smasi Fort and stop the deployment of his tank unit. Your
Okay,
first move
so,
should be to head
like,
to
why did I
Sacramento
go
Village and search for the
all the
Colonel
way
and his
around when I
deployment
knew,
plans.
I even talked about the fact that that dude, like, it was just gonna be impossible.
Boss, to take out enemy combat vehicles, you'll want to use explosive
That guy that I
Missiles,
captured,
grenades,
like,
placed explosives.
14 tries
If you
ago,
haven't developed
in
these
that
yet,
room,
use your eye droid
wasn't
to
some
give the order.
special person.
Choose your
Like
weapon according
I
to the
mistakenly
situation.
thought he was just some idiot I shot who I think crawled away and then passed out or something. This is awful. I was
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Marker placed.
alright, there's where I want to go for the umpteenth time. 2 guys. Person there. 3. I'm so tempted just to go delete this VOD because it's just so awful. But I know that's exactly what Satan wants because of the stuff that we've been talking about tonight. He hates when his sick schemes are being unveiled and people are actually being able to know the truth and see, like, hey, really is an enemy, a cosmic being, a cosmic cosmic war is going on, and there's a being out there that's real and he's opposed to God and he wants to destroy me. Wow, maybe I should actually see if this Jesus character can save me, you know? And so when as much truth gets dumped as tonight, yeah, temptation, that stuff's just gonna come out there. And as bad as this has been, as crap as this is, like, this is garbage. This is just like one of the worst gameplays ever, I'm sure. Almost as bad as all those Minecraft channels. being done by guys who are like in their mid-20s. Or 30s. But yeah, you know, I'm just gonna keep it up. Whatever. Come on. That was cool. Man, it's so bright here. Alright, let's see what we can see. Go get it, boys. Are you kidding me? It landed at his feet. Okay. I want it to land like a little farther away. I actually have to walk somewhere. Shoot, man. Oh no, there's another guy coming too. Wow, that guy's close too. Right now, I actually want to crawl backwards. Okay, now I want to actually turn around. I guess you just have to be a certain position behind the body and you press forward.
Слышишь, я вчера заезжал в северный лагерь. Давно там не был.
Секретный проект уже завершен?
Да, гусь. Я даже застал тестовый прогон.
Интересно. Лучше посмотреть! Иди за мной! Понял.
Okay, that was ridiculous, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I can't believe that guy saw me that one time because I pressed tab. I pressed the binoculars to scan them, and I guess you're not looking at the ground when you do that, so it just counts as you being an idiot. Totally visible to everything. That was so bad. Forget how far I'd snuck that round. Like the times I've alerted them and then killed them and was able to keep going, not bad. I mean, still pretty lame, but you know, at least I got out of it and didn't look. I just hate how they go on alert and then like 2 seconds later they're like, all right, we haven't found anything. Go back to your posts. Meanwhile, there's like dead comrades. Bullet holes in their face just laying there, you know? Nobody would say, okay, go back to your post after that. Be like, high alert, let's start doing patrols. They should like never stop looking for you, but I don't know, I guess it would be too hard for certain people. I don't know, it makes sense to me. I don't think it would be that harder. Then you're just trying to get past guys who are like super alert. Fine, that makes sense. Like this is just kind of broken. And it takes away the
Weather will clear
cool
shortly.
and stealth factor of it all. Down there. Cross. Oh, is that the room I'm supposed to try to get to? Oh my gosh, good thing I saw that. Totally forgot I'd set that waypoint. See, that's another thing that irks me. Why is that waypoint B? You know, where's waypoint A? Where did I set A? You know? No A here. Oh, here's that spot I keep getting screwed over at. I slide down the hill and somebody spots me. Got like a 3-man team right down there.
Ты знаешь что-нибудь об этом оперативнике-одиночке? Который постоянно появляется. Тут то там.
Знаю только, что у них жмот.
Maybe what I need to do is just drop off this ledge.
Снаряжение совсем другое. Он обучен намного лучше. Наносит точечные удары по всему региону.
Кто же он такой?
В одном рапорте написано, что у него есть рог.
Да ну. Не может
There we go.
Слышал, что в штабе придумали для него пару
Oh my
сюрпризов.
gosh.
Пока что будь начеку, товарищ. Ну я пошел.
Давай.
Oh, buddy, don't come on to me. I won't have to kill you, but I will. Nice.
That's the village where the target is stationed. You should start your search there.
Roger that. Starting search here. "23 meters away. Moving." Wonder how much time.
The houses in the village are packed together, built wherever the steep incline would support them. Plenty of roofs and eaves for cover. The enemy will never see you coming. But if they do, you could find yourself cornered if you're not careful. Watch your back.
Ooh, close call, boy. He doesn't know how close he was to dying. 18 meters. 24.
You have arrived at your destination.
Oh my gosh, you kidding me? Oh, that's what those was. That's what that was. Those guys met inside to chat. Okay. Man. This is how it should have been right off the bat, guys. I don't know how or why it
Intel
took this
file
long.
obtained. Mission info has been updated. The map has been updated.
Why did it take this long to get a good playthrough? I don't get it.
Boss, that document you just got is the deployment plans for the Smasi Fort reinforcements. According to the plans, the Colonel is supposed to join up with the tank unit of Waksin Barracks and then proceed to Smasi Fort. Those tanks being on the move doesn't make things easy. Hurry, boss. I've sent the tank unit's route to your iDroid.
Go. We're going. Supply drop. Weapons. Missile launcher.
Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Okay, I gotta remember you don't hold down sprint.
The weather will clear shortly. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
This is the route shown in the deployment plans, which the tank unit will take to Smasi Fort.
Alright, here we go. There's the village I just infiltrated. It's gonna get crazy here, everybody.
Please select a
Bombardment.
strike point. Strike requested.
Nice work. Keep it up. Now eliminate those tanks, boss.
Oh, come on, come on!
Flawless work. You never cease to amaze, boss. Just one tank left.
Mission info
Got him.
has been updated.
Good. You completed completed the objective. Now get out of there. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Better get out of here. Being silly. D-Horse, I need you. Where are you, my trusty steed? Whoa, there you are. Out of nowhere. Stop it. Go. Wait, where are we trying to go here? Missions. Side ops list. Did I do them all? Okay.
Sun will rise momentarily.
Открыли огонь в ответ. Мы потеряли врага. Враг может сегодня остаться поблизости. Соблюдайте осторожность. Прием.
Let's get out of here! Exfiltrate the hot zone.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Can you imagine you're just patrolling and some guy like on a horse runs by you and you're like, stop! And he just instantly shoots you in the face because he's like super warrior. That would not make for a good day, man.
Analysis complete.
How far do I gotta go?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
How do I get out of the hot zone? I guess this whole thing's the hot zone. I don't know.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Sorry there, D-Horse. I've got to leave you behind again. Not that I want to, but that I
Enemy
have.
presence detected. The map has been updated.
Just trying to make my way out of the mission area. Engage enemy after taking fire, but have lost contact. Enemy could still be hiding nearby. Advise caution. Oh, that looks cool. What is that? Does someone see me from behind? I don't get it. That was not supposed to happen. What? Oh, there's someone there. Okay, well, you shouldn't have startled me, buddy. Now you're dead. You don't get to go home from the war. Oh, not you too. All right, let's get this over with here, guys. Seriously, stop startling me. I'm trying to finish the mission. Go to bed. 10:32 where I'm from. Great.
Enemy presence detected.
Enemy
The
presence
map has been
detected.
updated.
Yeah, no kidding. It's gonna be so stupid, but I'm just at that point now where it's time to shut her down. So if I run by like a moron, I'm not even trying to be stealthy, whatever. And this is what I was talking about earlier, where you figure out the game mechanics, where it's like, okay, I can get away with this much. So now I'm just gonna exploit the game. I'm always gonna do this. You know what I mean? As long as I'm far enough away, and they probably won't see me because they can only really see about 35 meters. What's up, Machiavelli? Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. You're just in time for the word of the day.
Mission complete, boss.
All right. Nice. I got a B. Doesn't count all those retries because I restarted the mission. Good enough. Wow. That heroism, though, you know? On. But yeah, I mean, who wants to watch a guy just like run by bases? Ridiculous. What's up, T? Welcome to G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. Got a little mustache sign. Is that what that is? Is it a mustache symbol? Inside your T? Cool. If so, combat unit's been established. Nice.
Boss, we're finally ready to put together a combat unit. Staff assigned to the unit will be dispatched as mercenaries to conflict zones. That should guarantee us a stable source of income. MERT deployment allows you to send combat unit staff on relatively easy missions suited to the unit's level. There's little risk, but the rewards are low too. However, there are also contracts known as dispatch missions that offer a higher risk and reward. Give your orders to undertake these missions using your iDroid.
Special volunteers. Ooh, who's that? A+ in Intel. Cool. No normal person, you can just tell. In fact, she'll probably even have a couple of lines of dialogue. Oh, same with this guy. A+ engineering. You can just tell. I mean, they look so cool with their dyed hair and everything. And then there's these guys, generic, you know, red shirts. All right.
Side
Boss,
options.
this is important. We've reports of a crack sniper at large in the Afghan wilderness. The Soviets call this sniper Tihi, quiet. There are never any sightings, and only corpses are left behind. The Soviets have already lost a number of officers. You'd, best watch your step.
All right. What the heck is this? Merc deployment unit function added. Establishing the combat unit has added the Merc deployment unit function. This allows you to dispatch mercenaries to conflict zones and receive a regular automatic income of GMP. Nice. Oh gosh. They really want me to do this right now. Check your unit functions. Unit functions are added when you establish new units or unit reaches a certain level. The ranks of the unit functions increase according to unit levels. Go to the mother base main menu to view each unit's unit functions and their ranks. Select a unit and press H to view explanations for its unit functions. Right. Aerial first aid. H. Medical team functions. Following unit functions are added upon establishing leveling up. Aerial first aid provides first aid to injured personnel recovered by fault and extraction. Devices are supported. Support helicopter. The drop is extraction success rate for injured Fulton extractees is less and his rank increases. Medical treatment staff injuries, illnesses, and sick bay. Staff recovery speed increases as rank increases. Anti-reflex research increases response speed against reflex mode. Applies to your character and security guards. Higher the rank, the shorter an intruder's reflex mode time will be. Cool. That's kind of neat. Anything else? Okay. So yeah, guys, that's it for tonight. I just want to apologize for how much of a gong show that was. I mean, the last attempt was awesome. That's how it should have looked. And sorry that it didn't look that way the whole time. The first attempt, it was going pretty good, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it all fell apart. And I also apologize, everyone, for how frustrated I was getting. That doesn't bode well, you know. Nobody wants to watch that. Plus, I mean, here I am, a guy who claims to know Jesus Christ, talks about him, you know. I'm supposed to be an ambassador for Christ, and sure, there are times where I certainly am. Maybe you don't see it in the stream, but in my life. And then there are times where the old me just takes over, and just getting fed up like that is demonstrates very little patience. And yeah, not cool. So I'm sorry you had to experience that too. But hopefully everything will improve as time goes on. I mean, I don't know. I tried to roll with it, but it just started getting so annoying just how bad it was all going. Hopefully missions won't be like that anymore, although I think every single mission I've been on except for that one plays out that way. And that one I probably played 12 times, so I mean, by then better not be a gong show. And Rise and Revolution, it was great having you here tonight. You're gone now, but thanks for sticking around. It was great talking to you about you know, what's been going on. I didn't mention it when you were talking about the Vegas thing, but what I thought was fishy was the idea that he had apparently rigged semi-automatic rifles to bump fire, which means the mechanism inside, once the trigger is pressed and then the action, you know, goes off and then goes forward, it resets the trigger so that it's constantly going in and out as if it's being pressed rapidly. And yeah, it's easy to bump fire. All you need to do is hold something rigid against the trigger or whatever and let the weapon move back and forth so that it's constantly hitting its own trigger and making it shoot off. But that someone would go to such lengths to rig up like 10 guns like that, point them at a crowd from a hotel room window, it just sounds very weird. And what I see the after effect of this being is, you know, all the idiots out there, the anti-gun idiots that have been saying, oh, nobody needs automatic rifles. Nobody needs automatic rifles. Now they can say, well, if you can do this with semi-automatic rifles, then maybe we should just confiscate semi-automatic rifles. Maybe we should ban semi-automatic rifles. Maybe we should make it stricter to own or purchase semi-automatic rifles. And let's be honest, the American government is so disgusting and corrupt, and it's so entwined with worldly pursuits of power and, in the end, ultimately satanic pursuits of world dominance. And they're at that point, and they have been there for a long time, but it's just getting worse and worse, where they're willing to do anything. And, you know, is this a false flag operation? Maybe, maybe not. But it doesn't matter, because whatever happens, whether it be true or false, they're doing or someone else's, at the end, the agenda remains the same. Take away the guns from the people so they can't resist us when we want to rule them. And it breaks my heart when you hear people with common sense, especially conservative people with common sense, saying, man, nobody needs guns like that for hunting. Let's just you know, let's make more controls. No, don't do that. That's just not a good idea. But anyways, it was great talking to you, Rise and Revolution, and thank you for trying to encourage me, man, by telling me that I was doing great towards the end there, even though I wasn't. And I apologize for not accepting your encouragement. I tried, I really did, but within seconds, I'm like, I know he's just being nice. This is so awful. But yeah, it all turned out anyways. It all worked out. And it was nice to figure out that the fire support only takes like 10 seconds to come in, so that's good to know. Can use that again and again. And yeah. Anyways, God bless you guys. I'm going to do the word of the day. I mean, it almost feels like a conclusion for the evening, but I really should do the most important part, the part that gives G5 the higher purpose, and that is the word of the day, guys. So, yeah, we've been going through a series to help people know who God is. And I am his imperfect messenger for the evening. Lately, we've been talking about the reality that, let's face it, we're sinners. And I demonstrated that this evening with my fallen nature. And, you know, nobody else has any excuses either. Guess what? As perfect as you think you are, you're a sinner too. That's why we need God's grace. And that's the beautiful thing about him. He wants to give his grace. And I mean, I can just feel in my heart right now. I'm even in how I conducted myself. I'm sure God's just looking at me going, "Oh, son, I got so much better for you. What are you doing?" You know, but I still love you. Still love you. I just want you to focus on me and do things my way. So we went through the 10 Commandments in the Old Testament, and you know, it starts off with you shall have only one God, and that's me, and you shall serve no other gods, I think. Worship the Lord your God, all your heart. I don't know. Anyway, and then we got into the Beatitudes, where Jesus Christ in Matthew chapter 5 says, anyone who's even angry in their heart towards another person has committed murder in their heart, essentially, and that's going to be punishable by death as well. Because it's just an attitude that's so disgusting. And I shared a testimony in my own story where I was unfortunately, you know, like that to people far too often, but one in specific. And I'm sure that resonated with people. And yeah, again, you know, because there's so many people out there that think, well, I haven't killed anyone, so I'm still good enough to go to heaven. Like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, you have to have... And the reality is this, look, I mean, yes, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but that's because I know better now. Once upon a time, I always kind of thought, well, no, you're still not perfect, because I was raised understanding the gospel. I don't know if I truly believed it. My life was real horrible. I mean, obviously, if I was able to treat people the way I did, tells you something. That's nice, isn't it? See if we can open this with paint. Oh, that's so bright. We need this color here. Softer. Why does my camera not focus? It's like a nice Logitech camera, but it does not focus very well. It might be because I have it at 800 by 600, but still. But how about a pink? Versus white. That's just a little too blue. We'll save it like that. Not as hard on my eyes either. My goodness. Okay, sweet. So, yeah, I mean, so I know better, so I can, you know, so I unfortunately say, hey, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. But it comes out of the reality that people have a very low view of God. He's just, we're here, and to most people, God is like right there. And so they're like, who are you to judge me for, you know, doing a couple little bad things? I've never murdered anyone. And maybe they'll point to things and say, look how bad you are, God, which is just pure goodness. There's no evil in him, says the Bible. And that only makes sense, because if he's infinitely good, that goodness is just going on forever and ever, just all encompassing, and he's not going to be able to be a little bit bad. So whatever you've seen that you think that God's responsible for, and you say that that was evil of him, guess what? You're wrong. He's right. But yeah, we have a very low view of God, and so because he's just so minuscule in our minds and in our hearts, when we do things wrong, we go, well, whatever, that's not that big a deal. But when we actually have God where he's supposed to be, elevated, way up high, lifted high, awesome, holy, infallible, incredible, perfect, and just unable to even dwell near sin, just so separate and far apart from us, then it gets easier to look at our day-to-day transgressions and just go, oh my gosh, I fall short of the glory of God. Wow. So I really hope that going through the Ten Commandments helps people understand that. For the people that are stubborn, I hope learning that even being angry at another person and holding on to that unforgiveness and bitterness, it's also punishable by death and separation from God. And then if that wasn't enough, we're going to go to Matthew 22, verses 34 to 40. It was something like this. But when the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together. Okay, so Pharisees, I think Pharisees were the guys that were well taught in the law of Moses. And then, of course, then they started adding their own laws in. Silly. And the Sadducees, I think, were... Oh, maybe... I don't know, whatever. Don't worry about it. They were Jewish people of influence in Jerusalem at the temple and whatnot. So when the Pharisees heard that he had silenced the Sadducees, they gathered together. And one of them, a lawyer, okay, so they go, Pharisees are lawyers, asked him a question to test him. Teacher, which is the great commandment in the law? And he said to him, you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commandments depend all the law and the prophets. All right, so what's amazing about that, guys, is you look at it, first is love God with all your heart, soul, and mind. All right, and that's amazing because it actually encompasses the first 4 commandments from the 10 commandments. And then love your neighbor as yourself actually encompasses the last 6 commandments of the 10 commandments. So the first 4 are about man's relationship with God. The last 6 are about man's relationship with each other. That's amazing that, like, Jesus so succinctly, summarizes them like that. And the point is, guys, I read this tonight to point out to you, do you really, let's see, what's it say here? Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind? If you're like me, you probably don't. And even now, I mean, I love God so much more than I ever did. The more and more I understand his grace and his love for me and his patience for me, it just, man, how can he love me that much? It's amazing. And yeah, I mean, let's face it. We don't love him with all of our heart and all of our soul and all of our mind. We're failing at that. So that's sin. We're breaking that commandment. Which means by rights he has to judge us. We look at the next one. Love your neighbor as yourself. Do you really love your neighbor as much as you love yourself? When you're hungry, you go feed yourself. When you see your neighbor is like, oh man, I can't make ends meet this month. I'm hungry. You go, oh buddy, well, let me try and help you out. When you see his kids are like, daddy, we have, we barely eat enough for lunch. Do you go over there and say, hey, can I help you, man? I'd love to bless you. I'd love to get you some groceries. Is that cool? You don't, do you? And I bet I don't either. I certainly, praise be to God, help people way more than ever before in my life. I used to pat myself on the back for giving like a homeless guy a cookie once every year or so, you know what I mean? And you got these guys on YouTube. This is so sick. They'll film themselves doing a nice deed of the day, go hang out with a homeless guy, feed him, and sit down with him. And they get 12 million likes as this video goes viral. And then they make more of the same sorts of videos. And they make, conservatively, off 12 million views, you probably make like 12 grand, you know, because roughly every $1,000 is $1. Okay, if all the ads coming in are working out the same. So you just divide 12 million by 1,000, and I think you've got 12,000. So bravo, guys, bravo. Keep doing your deed of the day videos, you know, going viral. It's disgusting. It's so gross. You know, if they were to do that stuff and tell no one, that'd be amazing. Sadly, though, being able to share that story with people does help other people realize they should do the same. But it's what we were talking about earlier, the difference between worldly love and godly love. That love they show each other, show the homeless person, whatever, show YouTube. It's a love that does not point to God. It actually points back to man and himself and says, look at us. We're beautiful. We're wonderful. And we can save the world ourselves. We just got to love each other. Well, sorry, hate to break it to you. You know, even if the whole world just suddenly just became peaceful and loved itself and loved each other, when people died, they'd still be judged for their sin. But when people turn to God and by the Holy Spirit love each other, it points back to God, and it's amazing. But anyways, yeah, those videos are so lame, and I hate seeing them. Although I do admit, in the future, I do want to start a ministry. I'm working on something online, and I do want to like bless people and then say, like, I don't want to just show up with a video camera. Hey man, like, God loves you. I'm doing something nice for you. Look at me, everyone at YouTube. No, I actually want to do nice things for people and then say, hey, you know, if you felt blessed by this, we have a online ministry and we put out videos and stuff. We talk about stuff. Would you like to share your testimony? Would you like to talk about any of this? And if people are like, oh no, I don't feel comfortable. Okay, fine. See ya. Not go away and talk about it and be like, oh, look what we did, guys, but they didn't want to do an interview, but oh, look at us, share and like, you know? So gross. But yeah, that's the point. That's the point of this here, guys. Even those two great commandments, we fall short. And another thing you got to understand is this was at a time when Jews were teaching, don't do to others what you don't want them to do to you. Okay, so don't throw a rock at a guy if you don't want him to throw a rock at you. And it was all in the negative rather than the positive. And so, you know, you try and be good to people so they're good to you. But Christ turned around and just said, listen, regardless of how other people treat you, treat them the way you want to be treated. And that was powerful, and it still rings true today. It's the golden rule. It's why kindergarten classes all over the world teach the golden rule. It's why elementary schools teach the golden rule. Sadly, they've left Jesus Christ out of it. How awful. Awful, you know. Separate church from the state. Oh, don't want to brainwash the children, don't want to indoctrinate them. We want them to have a choice. And then never tell them about Jesus Christ or the gospel. That's not giving people a choice, friends. That's showing them a plank and saying, walk in it. This is the way, walk in it, you know. And it's a plank to death. Rather than saying, here's the plank, here's Christ. He says, I'm the way, the truth, and the life, and no one comes to the Father except through me. Now choose. You know? And little children are so beautiful. Jesus said, suffer not the little children to come to me. Meaning he wanted children to be brought to him. Have children exposed to who he was. And we have totally ran away from that. So awful. But anyways, guys, yep. We're all sinners. Pretty clear. 10 Commandments, Beatitudes. These two great commandments laid out by Jesus Christ himself, the Son of God. And the good news is, even though we're sinners, God made us, God loves us, He wants eternal relationship with us. He wants us to walk with him in this life. He wants to reveal to us each individually his specific purpose for creating us so that we would bring him glory and be filled with joy in the fullness of life as we do the things that he's made us to do. That's the higher purpose. That's why G5 Higher Purpose Gaming has a higher purpose, because it's not just about gaming. It's not just about good gameplay like the last mission of those 15 attempts. It's about getting to know who God is. So I hope you guys will follow along. Hope you'll share and like. No, but in all seriousness, if you're a follower of Christ, join the G5 community. Join it on PS4, join it on Xbox, join it on Facebook, and get involved and maybe share your stories about how you're sharing the Lord with people or whatever. I mean, I've had countless opportunities to share the gospel with people while playing mostly Call of Duty Zombies, because you're playing with a four-man squad and you just get to talking about stuff and something comes up and you end up talking about the Lord and you share the gospel with them. And some people are like, oh, that's ridiculous, and they argue with you. And some people are like, that's amazing, man. Thank you, And yeah, praise God, the Holy Spirit can take that truth and do something in that person's heart. So yeah, if you're a believer and you play video games, people play video games, share, join the community, be a part of it. And if you're not a believer but you're intrigued by this, join the community, follow along, ask questions. I'm open to discussion. I've heard it all. And if you're not a believer and you hate this stuff, come anyways and just try and humble your heart. God loves you. Don't refuse him. Like I was saying, good news is he made us, he loves us, and in order for us to escape the penalty we deserve, he took the penalty that we deserve. Jesus Christ bore our sin on the cross. He died the death we deserved to die. But amazingly, because he's God, he overcame that death. He conquered it. He rose from the grave. He willed himself back to life. Jesus says, I can lay my life down and take it up again. So he says, I'm going to willfully die and bring myself back to life. And God has that power. And he showed us that he has that power. And, the proof for that is undeniable. It's unfortunate people don't believe it. That's okay. Well, no, it's not. But, that's their choice. And yeah, that's the good news, guys. So you can put your trust in him. Ask for forgiveness for your sins, confess those sins. He's sure to forgive you, and then you'll be in right relationship to him, and you can follow him and walk with him. All right, God bless you, everybody. Tomorrow night I'll get on a little earlier, work the kinks out, hopefully pretty quick, and then have some better gaming. All right, God bless you. God bless you guys. Good night.